Okay, I have a very special meeting this afternoon with the representative of Texas, Knoche. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, we were fine until we heard your song because we thought that we had some kind of favorites. We thought that we knew how the American Song Contest would be progressed, and suddenly you give us Mr. Independent, and suddenly everyone is going frantic, and we say,
Oh,
okay, do you have a winner in the American Song Contest?
well, that's super nice. Thank you so much.
Uh, I also discovered two things. First of all, that
Mhm.
you are 19, right?
I am 19, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hide in the cave. And second, you are a Nickelodeon star.
What was it one more time?
Nickelodeon.
Oh, yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
you were
I was on.
Liam. You were Liam in the TV show and two more shows, right?
Right, correct. Yeah.
Okay, where are you right now?
I'm in Los Angeles right now. I
Oh.
moved here maybe 4 years ago. Just to
Mhm.
kind of come out here and, chase my dreams and everything and, be in sessions and producing and stuff. This is my home studio right now that I have. So yeah.
I see that Mr. Independent is self-written and self-produced by you.
It is. It is. Yeah, I had a really, really fun time producing this one. It was really cool because I remember the exact moment I wrote it. I was in the shower actually, and I was just taking a shower and I started humming this melody. And I remember like reaching outside the shower and grabbing my phone and bringing it in and like kind of humming it out. And so I was supposed to go to my friend's birthday party that night, and I
Mhm.
was in the car driving, and I ended up like parking outside of her place and like staying in the car for an hour because I was like, I just got to start writing this. It's just got to, get done. So, um, I felt like there's something special about it. So I was very excited to keep working on it.
Nice. Okay, so you had a shower inspiration. Um,
Yeah.
I guess you're Mr. Independent, right?
Yes. Yes.
And you referred to the lyrics about the guy with the black suit.
Yeah. So the song's kind of about, I mean, throughout my journey and my, career and everything, I feel like there's been so many no's and
Mhm.
lots of letdowns or rejections at times. And so, it's kind of, let me turn these notifications off because these are really
I
annoying.
thought it was my
Sorry.
nose. Yes.
Um, yeah, I think there's just been so many no's and everything, and it kind of gets to the point where like I can't rely on other people to do things for me. Like I can't rely on other opportunities to make me blow up or things like that. It's like I just got to do it all myself. I got to make it happen. Work for my dreams. Kind of just go for it. And so that's what the song's about. And that's why the line like "Big man in the black suit can't tell me no," which is kind of like labels or certain things like that. Like nowadays with TikTok, like you have to have a song blow up on TikTok before labels will even take a look at you or things like that. And so it's kind of just that independent artist kind of vibe to it. So
Well, as a 19-year-old guy, I think I understand that you have a lot of dreams, but how do you see yourself in 10 years? What would Grand Noche should be in 10 years?
ooh, that's a good question. Hopefully in 10 years I will have won some Grammys. Would be amazing, and to have been able to perform at the Grammys, that'd be insane. Definitely have a an arena tour would be really cool. Um, I think like those two things, I would be like so happy and so blessed if even those two things were to happen. So yeah.
And you know that the American Song Contest is coming from Europe, from the Eurovision edition.
Totally.
Um, have you checked about the Eurovision version of this contest?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a pretty big fan of it. I think it's so cool, and that's why when I heard about this opportunity, I was so excited because I knew that the creators of Eurovision were connected to this, and I was like, it's going to be so awesome. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I love Duncan Lawrence. His
Mhm.
song Arcade was so amazing. And Måneskin is so cool too. And then obviously like ABBA from a long time ago. I think there's just so much really cool history around Eurovision, and the acts are incredible.
How was the selection process? How do you do it in the US?
Yeah, so it was basically um a lot of people, there was a submission website for American Song Contest, and so a lot of people just went on there and submitted their songs. I actually had an NBC casting director just reach out to me and was like, "Hey, I think you'd be cool for this show. Do you want to, submit some songs?" And so I just submitted a couple songs, and then they worked it down from there. And I'm assuming I kind of just saw what my side of it was, and just knew how far along I was. But I'm assuming, they had multiple options for Texas, and then they keep narrowing it down from there, and then they went with me. So
That's great. Okay, I guess that your performance on stage will be very moving and kinetic, and it's going to be a dance
lots of
act, right?
energy. Yeah, lots of energy. Yeah,
Will it?
what's really cool is that I grew up dancing,
Mhm.
and so in a lot of my videos, I show it a little bit, but I haven't shown it to like full extent, or like even on stage, because I think like again, being an independent artist, like I don't have like my own budget to just be like, I'm gonna hire like 10 dancers. I'm gonna like do that, and just the choreography and the rehearsals, it all just kind of adds up. So to be able to have like an opportunity like this where it's, has a big budget, they can do, pyro and dancers and band and lights, like everything like that. I'm very excited to get to work with that for it.
So in the American Song Contest, the stage presentation costs for dancers, pyros, and all of that is on NBC.
Hmm.
Ah,
Correct.
okay, because in Europe it's totally up to each country. Um,
Oh,
but
cool.
your stage presentation, will it have something to remind us of Texas?
It will. I think the song is very representative of Texas,
Mhm.
because I think Texas is super independent and is super strong. I mean, they're very friendly, very nice, but also they're not afraid to stand up for themselves.
Mhm.
So I think the song in general kind of just is a really great representation of Texas.
If I go to Texas, what's the first place that you will get me to see first?
Ooh, well, definitely Dallas. If you go to Texas, I would bring you to Dallas. That's where I'm from.
Mhm.
Um, And a really cool place is called the Star, and so it's Dallas Cowboys Training Center, and
Uh-huh.
so basically they have their whole training center, and then they have tons of restaurants and shops and everything around there. So I think that's a pretty cool place to go see.
And I just imagine my friends watching me being trained as a cowboy. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, they
definitely.
will laugh for ages. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could have a duet of your song with a big celebrity name, whom would you bring on stage?
Ooh, you got good questions.
Yeah.
I would think for Mr. Independent, I think like Billie Eilish would be really cool. It kind of
Mm.
has that, similar kind of vibe to her a little bit. And I think she'd be awesome on it. Maybe like Labyrinth would be really cool. He'd be
Mhm.
really sick. Or Troye Sivan would be really cool. Those are kind of my top three picks there.
Okay. And have you invited friends or family to the live show?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Right now, my in the booth with me, I'll have my mom, my dad, my grandma's gonna be there. My brother's actually gonna be performing on stage with me, which is really exciting. He's a drummer and he's been drumming since 1.5, so he gets to perform on stage with me, which is I can't wait. And then his girlfriend's gonna be in the booth as well, so I'm excited.
I guess that when you go on rehearsals, artists usually have something like a charm with them. What are you going to bring with you in the rehearsals?
Did you say a charm with them?
A lucky charm.
Oh, Lucky Charm. What would I bring to rehearsal? I would bring my dog Blue. He's my lucky charm. He's pretty great, but I don't think I can bring him. So maybe I'll try to sneak him in if I can. He would be my option for that.
That's awesome. When are you starting rehearsals?
This weekend actually.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we will hear from you big time in the next few years, and I think that someone's going to carry a trophy back to Texas. Well, actually, back to California. But anyway, thank you so much for this interview. You are amazing.
Thank you.
You got this. You
Oh,
really,
thank you.
and you are already a big star because I'm watching your TikToks and okay, I'm just crying out loud.
Ah, thank you so much.